Hi, first graders. It's Miss Darity here. We're going to do a creative project on this website called Poplet for our 2D, 3D shapes. You can either just Google Poplet or you can, in your URL, type in www.popplet.com. And then you should, once you click on that link, you should have a page that appears like this. Then you're going to go up here at the top and click log in. Once you get this, if your parents have already had an account for you, you can do this or go in here. I chose sign in with Google. Then you're going to select the Google account. Once you select that, you're going to have a page that looks similar to this right here. For this activity, your first one that you create is free. So you would be clicking here on Create New Poplet. For this example that I'll be showing you, I'm just going to click on one that I've already created. So let me just get in here and go ahead and delete this off. Okay, so when you log in, you should see a gray page. So I'm just going to move that out of the way for right now for the purpose of the example. What you would do, so you're going to have this gray page right here. It's going to be blank. And you're going to be like, how do I change the background? How do I get a square? Whatever the case is. Up here, you can pick a different color for your background if you want to change it. Then to create a square so we can start that web is we're going to click right there. Just double click. Once you've double clicked, you're going to get a square. There is this right here. You can change the border. Here you can change the font or the size of your lettering. And if it's either the lettering is going to be to your left, centered, or to your right within this square. Then here is going to change the color and then or the font color. And here is where you're going to upload an image. We will go into this one a little bit more in detail later. So the first thing that I would want you to do for this activity is click in your box and you're going to type in 2D shapes. Once you type in 2D shapes, you can just click once on it and you can actually, or just click and hold at the same time and you can move this around. So you can place it wherever you would want to place it. If you want to make it slightly bigger because you can't see it, pull on that. Then you can go in here, highlight this, and then come down here to this size and you can make that bigger. I usually just like to keep my boxes about the size. Just have a nice perimeter or a nice spacing around your words. So at this point, you've successfully completed your first square. Then you're going to have these little circles, or this is more of a rectangle, not a square. You're going to click on one of these circles and it's going to create another rectangle up here. Here is where I want you to go in and have Googled different 2D shapes. And this is where you're going to input those shapes and make sure you label the shapes with the name. So click here. Upload is the arrow that's going up for upload. Then you're going to go into your saved documents and find that shape that you had saved. So I'm going to go ahead and click on my circle here. Double click and I have a circle. Now I'm going to make this image a little bit bigger, pull it out. That's those triangles that's in the corners of that rectangle. Now if the image that you saved did not have the word circle, what I would want you to do is go ahead and click in the box. The little cursor should be blinking. And I want you to type in circle. And make sure all shapes are labeled with the name. This is where you may need your parents' help to have the correct spelling of these shapes. I'm also going to, when I send this out to you all, in that email, and when I place it onto our Google Classrooms, I'm going to have a list of different shapes that just to help you, and then this way you can just use that for the correct spellings for those shapes as well when you input it in there. But what I would like you all to do is that I want at least 4 shapes, no more than 6. So at least 4, no more than 6 going around as an example. So just go in, find at least 4 samples of your shapes, and then I need you to do the same for 3D. So double click, type in 3D shape. Come up here, you can make it bigger. You can click on here, make it bigger or smaller. Click on this little hollow looking circle. And then you're going to click on your image. So it's your far right circle to upload that image. Then the one that's pointing up, so the very, very first one, click on that. Go in, find where you've saved that shape at. So we're doing a 3D, so we're going to do your cone. I had to double click it. So there we have our cone. Once again, if the cone, however you saved it, does not have the label, you need to go in and type cone in there. Every shape needs to be labeled. I will also be sending out in this email that I will be sending to your parents, and also the directions will be placed, this video of the directions on how to create this, and also a list of 2D shapes and 3D shapes to help you build this Popplet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what a finished product would look like whenever you are done. So let me just go over here. And this is what, when you are done, should look like. The only difference would probably say 3D shape instead of an example, because this is the example for you all. So this is what it should, So this is what it should look like. Up here, I'm just zooming it in so it's a little bit bigger so you can see it a little bit better. So as you can see, I put 6 shapes, but remember, only 4 to 6 shapes are required for you all to put this in there. One last thing I want to show you. Say you went in and you put a shape and you're like, oh, that's too many shapes or too many rectangles or squares, and I want to remove it. How do I delete it? So I'm going to just move this back over here. Let me pull this down. And so how do I do that? You're just going to click on it, and this X, click on it, and it's gone. Click on it, this X, and it's gone. Oops, maybe my computer just froze. And X, this one's being a little testy. Gone. I think because I deleted the, there it goes. Now all that is gone. So just click on it, that X, and delete. So I will also be sending you this sample. So the very, very last thing I will need you to do to turn this in on Google Classroom is you can go up here, click share once it's completed, and you can click this copy right here, and then you are do that and put that in the turn in for this assignment. Another thing that you can do, if for some reason that's not working, you can have your parents help you with a screenshot, or whenever you come into class the following day, I can always help you. We'll get onto Popplet and we'll pull it from there. So don't stress about if you have any issues or anything else like that. Have your parents to help you. It's okay if your parents help you with this assignment. I just want you to be able to find and look for these shapes and get a little bit more familiarization with these shapes. Feel free to have your parents to send me any questions, or you can send me any questions through Google Classroom. So I look forward to seeing your all's Pawplets and can't wait to see you in class tomorrow.